right here, right now.
We're back live again. This is here with Matt Bartel. Let me go to the music real quick.
On the 1055 Minneapolis Center, descend via Muscle 3 around.
All right, Matt.
Runway
Say hi.
30 right.
Hey everybody, how you doing?
Minneapolis.
Hey, welcome to the VATGOV10 interview here. This is Matt Bartel's VATGOV10. So your official title again, that's sorry, VATGOV, what was it?
10.
10. Sorry, VATGOV10.
Yeah, right.
Okay, I got that wrong. I thought that was VATGOV5. Sorry about that.
Used to be VATUSA 5.
Okay, yeah, sorry, VATUSA. That's where I'm getting that from. So again, VATGOV10. But again, your official title is it's what media and
Vice President of Marketing and Communication for the network.
okay, so Vice President of Marketing and Communication. So we're here with Matt Bartel. Matt, dude, thank you for hosting us tonight. Really
You're
appreciate it, dude. So we're here at Matt's place, Minneapolis, live. Obviously, as many of you guys are aware. So we'll go ahead and let's start out here just by talking about what's going on with VATSIM development right now. What's the next step? What are we working on right now for
Sure. Well, it's been a really exciting time for VATSIM, and I know it doesn't look like it on the outside, and that's because we have a lot of stuff in development, and development takes time. Everyone knows it's an all-volunteer network. Nobody gets paid for this, and especially the developers don't get paid for this. And all these developers are very, very talented. They all have extremely well-paying real-world jobs that demand a lot of their attention. So anytime we can get them to commit some of their time and their expertise to VATSIM, it's always a great thing. But because of that, development moves a little bit slower than we would, obviously like if we could pay developers. So
absolutely.
With that being said, there's a ton of stuff we're working on in the background. For those that don't know, the Board of Governors, they've historically been, kind of not well respected, in the network because they didn't get things done. They thought, well, back last February, so just about a year ago, complete change on the Board of Governors. A lot of positions filled that haven't been filled, especially our development positions. And it's a bunch of guys that want to get stuff done and want to get the network improved. So things have been moving really fast behind the scenes. So our biggest projects right now, obviously the voice codec. We get a question every day, when's the voice codec coming? We'll talk about that here in a few minutes.
So we want to know though, the real question is, and the stream wants to know this, what is VATSIM's favorite color?
That's the favorite color, huh?
That's the question that I think everybody's waiting to hear the answer to. What's VATSIM's favorite color?
I don't have an answer to that one, dude. If you're the ATC guy, you're either Team Blue or Team Black. So
we got the chat riled up on that one. So that's it. So the questions are answered. That's it. Stream's over. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see. No, just trying to bring some humor to the situation.
Yeah. Personally, I'm Team Black, man. But
yeah, it's either black or blue scopes. Exactly right. So yeah, what's your favorite color?
I'm a Team Black guy. But,
Team Black guy. Okay. Right. Fair enough. All right.
I don't know why people, I don't know why anybody would be on Team Blue, but different strokes, I guess.
Yeah, exactly, absolutely. So no, that's great to hear though. So,
God damn it!
Obviously
What did you do? This fucking Blue Streak guy.
You're gonna catch some background, from people. Apologize about that, guys. Get the noise gate. So great. Thank you, Dan, for the.
No, that was good.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so the real question that obviously everybody wants an answer to is what's going on with the VATSIM voice codec? We gotta get some information about this. Everybody wants to know what's going on with the codec. What can you share with us?
Well, the codec's been a long project. It's been they've been working on a codec solution for 2 years. But like I alluded to earlier, things move at a little bit of a snail's pace sometimes.
Yep.
But be about not too long ago, back in about October, we got a new guy on board that was extremely determined to get this voice codec done and get it. So he took what we had, just the basic building blocks of this codec, And within about 3 weeks, he had a proof of concept going.
Okay.
And we took that proof of concept and we expanded it.
Hey, Art, can I have 3-6 November?
Thanks, man.
So we expanded that proof of concept out. We did some beta testing live on the network with some modified clients and with a test client that we had to do it. It went very, very well. It's range-based, so it follows the VHF range rules. So when you're on the ground, you're not going to be able to hear a lot of people around you. And then when you get higher, your circle will get bigger, so you'll be able to hear a lot more further out.
Isn't that kind of like how the system that works now? Isn't that like it's sort of like the further away you are, at lower altitude, you're not going to hear?
No.
It doesn't work that way now?
No, the way it works right now, it's just based on the visibility ranges in the voice room.
Oh, really?
So,
okay, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, so as long as you see the controller and you can tune in his frequency, you're going to be able to talk to him.
Okay.
So, but this will be legitimately range-based, and you'll be able to talk to different pilots that are within your circle.
Okay.
So let's say, the pilot's not within your circle, you're not going to be able to talk to them. So, and, it's very, there's a lot of latency on it right now. We've been dealing with that tonight.
Oh, yeah, no, we always got the latency issue. That's the one thing, like, is that going to be fixed with the new voice?
And that is going to be 100% fixed.
Okay, awesome. So it's going to be like instantaneous, like when we talk now on the radio, it's going to be right
yeah, the controllers are going to have to learn how to control again, because, we control used to the latency,
Yeah, that is true.
So where we would turn in a guy a little bit earlier for the...
Yeah, just to account for that voice, that latency.
But now it's going to be... And then we have the blocking tones on it. So if you both queue up, you're going to hear the blocking tone in your headset.
Or so you're like you'll hear the first guy transmitting that key up first, and then have somebody else will be just like kind of blocked out. Or all right, that's awesome.
So that's going to work. Almost no latency. It's amazing. So we finished up that beta testing. All that was proof of concept testing, and it was awesome, and it went very, very well. So there hasn't been a lot of talk recently, just because what's been going on now is taking that proof of concept and developing the production server.
Sure.
So that's what they've been doing now. They're very close to being done on that production server.
Okay.
And then once we finish the production server, then we have to go to implementation with all the client developers, and all the client developers are on board. So the new VATSIM, we call it the AFV, and everyone says Codec. It's really a whole new voice solution for the network. So it's going to be an awesome system, and it's going to work natively in all your clients right now. It's going to be an update. And going with the implementation stage, we also have to develop the rules, because there's going to be a lot of new features that we've never had before.
Really? So
every frequency.
What can you share with us?
Every frequency works.
Really?
Yeah.
So what are you saying? Like if you work like one position, you'll be able to like have multiple frequencies active, or like?
We want to maybe get to that point, but that's both a technology issue right now. We could probably make it happen. And it's also a policy issue. Do we? Sure. Is it going to be too difficult for a majority of the VATSIM pilots to be able to switch frequencies over?
That's understood. So is there really a need for that too? I guess that's the other question.
Right.
I mean, there's only with the traffic levels that we see and stuff. I mean, obviously with an event level stuff like this, it's maybe you want to have some multiple frequencies.
Well, that you can do. If we have every sector on a different frequency, we're gonna be able to do that just like we do now. It's just it's not based on voice rooms anymore.
So Boeing 30. Can you explain that in more detail?
So what this means is if I tune 123.45. And the other pilot tunes 123.45. I can talk to them. And we can talk on voice. That means voice unicom is coming. It's going to be a thing. That's also
obviously there's going to be some changes that need to come down.
That's also going to be a policy thing. We have to talk about how we're going to handle that. So voice unicom is going to be a thing. Company frequencies. So if you have a virtual airline and you want to do a ramp frequency, you can do the ramp frequency. If you want to have a frequency to talk to dispatch, you can do that. How are you going to
control that? Is that going to be like you'll have like people register like with?
So we're going to have to work on that.
Delta Virtual, this will be for American Virtual.
But like registered virtual airlines. Well, that's kind of my idea off the top of my head. That's still something we have to iron out, but something that we will be able to do. In the proof of concept testing, I talked to multiple people on fingers. Just have an air-to-air count. I don't know if you know Rob Nabisco. He does YouTube videos for the Dash 8. He was in a test we did in Toronto, really big test.
Okay.
So he took forever configuring his airplane to take off. I was coming in at a 747 short final. They sent me around, but I wanted to test out the finger stuff. So I had him tune me up, and we chatted for a few minutes. Like, what do you think of this? And like, oh yeah, I'll send you the bill for my go around.
There you go.
So, but yeah, so it's going to be a great system.
I mean, we have people obviously that are asking. I mean, I know you can't provide a lot of information on this. Again, you kind of already semi-hinted at the answer to this question. Again, people are volunteering to do this, so we can't, people are volunteering to work on this, so there's no exact release date. But we're going to push you out, so what can you tell us?
Can't really speak anything on a release date.
Okay.
We have our volunteer guys, they're working hard at it.
Okay.
The way people feel about VATSIM development and people that haven't bought it.
So they pretty much hate you because you're pushing them, like, how soon can we get this done type thing?
Right. And it comes from the public too, so it's like, when's it going to come? Or, you guys have done nothing. And I get that. We have a lot of ground to make up to get people to buy into. This is the new VATSIM. We are working to make this network the best it can be. So yes, it is coming. Our goal for sure is by the end of this year, and hopefully much sooner than that.
Okay, all right. So you're providing a end of time date, like where it's like, okay, it's probably by this time, but it could be sooner.
We're hoping to get it done a lot sooner than people think.
Okay. All right, that sounds great. All right, yeah, and it's like, obviously, all of us as controllers and stuff, we've been complaining about the voice latency issues. It's really hard to work traffic and stuff, when you're working a busy event like this and stuff. You guys have already seen, me working tonight. I've had problems with people not responding right away when you need somebody to respond.
and that's part of the thing. One of the thing about this new board of governors is we're all active on the network. We're all active controllers or active pilots. We know. Yeah,
Matt is part of. If you guys didn't know, VATGOV10 here, he's part of Minneapolis. He's been part of our facility for quite a long time. You and I got our start with Chicago back in 2006, 2005.
Well, yeah, hell, you came to my wedding.
I went to your wedding at Chicago Midway Table.
Yeah, midway for life.
Almost got kicked out of the wedding, but
I just want to watch.
But yeah, dude, 10 years you've almost been in this house here.
Yeah.
We've been very grateful to have you host us here. It's honestly, dude, amazing. We've had great times here. It's been, I'm very happy that I was actually able to make this trip and come down here and set everything up here, and I'm glad this is working well and stuff. Obviously, it's great to hear this information from the source, somebody who's in charge of making this stuff happen.
And I mean, the voice codec's the one people want the biggest, but there's other stuff going on too that
feel free. So like whatever else we got going on.
It's more a matter of can we
streaming and stuff. I think that was one
yeah, we really want to try to figure out how to partner more with streamers. It's tough. I'm not good at that stuff. I've tried doing a little stream on my own, try to make it work. We're going to be.
What else?
But we really want to get engaged with streamers and be able to point people to educational streamers. People that want to control.
What can you
watch
say?
This one.
Yeah, what can you say for anybody that's like a streamer that's on the stream right now? That's somebody that likes to stream like ATC content. I'm sure there's a few people on here that like to do that. Like how do we get like on the list? What do we do to get on the list of hey, VATSIM will host us every once and again type thing? What do they need to do? Do we have information there yet? Are we still working on it?
That's what I'm working on. That's kind of one of my pet projects is trying to figure out how we best want to do this. We've been experimenting with a few select streamers, giving them a little bit of a push, but there's got to be a better way to do it. So just email marketing@vatsim.net with your ideas, and that will help.
So there it is, marketing@vatsim.net.
You see what he's done.
So if you guys people are dying again.
But pilot client wise, the aptly named Swift. We are actually approaching open beta on that.
Okay, Swift. All right, so that's what. Okay, it's like Swift. It's not like Swift trucking.
No, that was the open source VATSIM client that was announced in 2014, and it's been through a few different developers, but we are actually very, very close to open beta on that.
Awesome.
Developer of that told me I could talk about that.
Awesome.
Ross Carlson. He's the guy that does all the ATC clients for the U.S.
Yes, he's done like ERAM, VStars, VRC.
He just issued an update to VRC. He's going to issue some updates to VStars and VRAM, he said. and they're all going to be updated for the new voice codec anyways. So, and then another thing we're doing is we're working on the FSD, which is what drives the entire network. We're looking at increasing update rates, making it smoother, being able to put more things through it. So, so we'll be able. We're actually, our goal is to have ADSB update capability.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you'll be able to get a ping from your aircraft just as often as ADSB. It'll come through the server. So we're working on that too. So.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Anything else you can share with us?
Okay, American
VATGOV10
VATGOV10
kind of changed a little over the years. How do you like being part of it?
And reconnect.
Share with us.
It's eye-opening. You know, I got on the BOG because I wanted to make a difference on the network.
Well, I mean, I've known you for many years, and okay, so you were VATUSA 5 for how many years?
5 years.
Sorry, I put the wrong thing down on the stream, guys. Again, I apologize. He's VATGOV 10, not VATGOV. I thought it was VATGOV 5. I'm sorry, it was VATUSA 5.
Yeah.
So you were there for how long? And you were doing VATUSA 5 for a number of years.
Yeah, it was
right?
VATUSA 5 for 5 years.
That was what the events.
Yeah, the events manager for the whole division.
So and now your role is mostly just like handling the marketing and everything. So
yeah.
Do you have plans to incorporate streamers like into the main page of that?
That's something we're looking at.
Okay.
You know, and each streamer kind of has their speciality. So you can say, if you want to do this, go to this guy's stream. If you want to do this, watch this guy's stream. If you want an idea of what to do.
It's a great idea. Just kind of segregating it up. You know, it's like if you want to fly, you're probably going to watch this dude. If you want to control, you're probably going to watch this dude. Don't watch me though, because I'm kind of an idiot. So don't watch Grand Port Enter. Just unfollow the channel right away. So, but yeah, dude, appreciate your time.
Yeah, no
Thank
problem.
you very much, Matt. Awesome, dude.
Thanks.
Yeah, anything else you want to share last minute, or
no, just thank everyone that's flying on VATSIM. If you haven't flown on VATSIM,
if you guys are still deciding to fly right now, what time is it now? 10. We're probably how long are we gonna be?
Oh, we're gonna be on for another 2-3 hours at least.
At least. So yeah, if you guys are coming to fly, at least there it is. At least. So yeah, if you guys are planning to come do a flight, please join us. I'll be getting back on position here in a little bit as well. I do have another interview that I want to do with a friend of mine, Derek Hood, if you guys are not familiar. But we'll talk with him for a little bit. So yeah. But,
let's see.
Any questions? Should we field questions from the audience?
Yeah, we could take a couple questions here.
There's a lot going on in the chat. So
the one about CBDLC, I can say we are looking into it. We haven't made any firm decisions on that, but it is something that we're seriously considering, especially with the way that we're going in the real world. So.
Yeah, obviously we're incorporating the PDC stuff already, so that's something that a lot of you guys, if you fly into Minneapolis or fly in and out of Minneapolis, you'll see us give the PDCs a lot, especially if you're an air carrier and you're flying out of Minneapolis. We're flying out of Omaha. We do Omaha, Minneapolis. Is there any other places? I don't know if anyone else has PDC.
No, but I mean, from what back from VATSIM Expo, when I saw them debut the PMDG, they debuted the global flight ops or whatever it was, and there was like one little blurb about like doing CPLDLC on the being able to incorporate actually into the box on the airplane. I'm like, I think that's something VATSIM really needs to talk to PMDG about. So I'm hoping I forward that onto our tech team, so I hope it's something they're seriously considering partnering with them, trying to get that working, because that would be huge.
Are you going to be at Expo as well?
Yeah, I'll be at VATSIM is going to be at Expo. We got 4 booths.
Yeah, if you guys haven't, I'll throw this up on stream just real quick here. We'll switch to the media partner screen. So I am an official media partner for VATSIM Expo. I've signed all the papers for that and stuff, especially this week. So again, make sure top right-hand side of the screen, make sure you guys watch. There's important information for VATSIM members and attendants. Make sure that you put down VATSIM as your affiliation. Don't put your ARTCC, your FIR, or virtual airline. So if you're coming to Expo, make sure you put down VATSIM as your affiliation. They got to keep track of this information. So it's going to be important to do that. So again, we'll put this, this media part stream up just to kind of get you guys in.
Yeah, we're working. We're going to have some door prizes, so the people that are VATSIM members that registered as VATSIM, we're going to have some prizes for them to do, like a random draw. And that would be just the people that registered as VATSIM members. So if you come to Expo, there's a chance you could win other prizes, whatever they're offering, or the other vendors or whatnot. But if you're a VATSIM member, you come and you register, you'll have a better chance of winning a prize from VATSIM itself. So
awesome. Sounds good. Anything you want to conclude with at all, Matt, or?
Well, we had that.
Where are you working tonight? You were working some Arrival for a little bit?
Yeah, I did some North Final for a few minutes.
Okay, North Final. we'll throw him in on some busier sectors here. We got to get him to work. So again, backup, it's like can't let him sit around too long.
Yeah, I was gonna look at but I got big gaps.
So we'll get him on some positions. But
Yeah, well, like I said, thanks everyone for flying. Thanks AJ for the time.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. Thank you very much for joining me and again for hosting us.
Yeah, no problem.
Perfect. So, all right, guys, we're gonna do an interview with Derek. Hello, Derek. You gonna come over and talk in a little bit? Or?
Yeah, let me relieve.
All right. So what we'll do is we'll take a little break here, guys. Another little break here. We're gonna talk with Derek Hood. Derek is a really cool dude. If you guys haven't spoken with him or heard from him, really awesome guy. He flies private corporate for his living. So we'll go ahead and we'll do a little interview with him. I want to talk about a couple things here. He unfortunately was involved with an accident that occurred
Thanks
in
for having Matt on.
Prescott, Arizona, about almost a year ago, actually, coming up just on it. So we're going to talk about that a little bit and stuff, and get his thoughts and opinions on that. Again, it's for those of you guys that it's just kind of an eye-opening experience. So I kind of want to talk with him a little bit. So thank you very much, Tim, for the donation. Very much appreciate that. Thank you. All right, so we'll take just a little break here again, guys. Again, I will be back on working traffic here in a little bit as well. We're just kind of doing the interview phase right now. So we'll be back in just a little bit. I'm going to take a little break here. And once again, guys, thanks for watching. And thanks for flying. Make sure if you guys are going to fly, we're going to be here for a while. In fact, if you didn't hear already, we've got a big storm system that's moving into the area tomorrow here. It's moving into Grand Forks as well. I'm going to be pretty much stuck here until Monday. So we will be probably up for a little bit tonight. We'll be, working a little late. So. Anyways, yeah. So before we get started, I'm gonna take a little break. All right, guys. I'll take a little break here, and we'll be right back with you guys. Thanks.
American 1697 Minneapolis 100.